You ever walked out of a conversation with a woman and thought, man, I think she was into me, and then your brain goes, wait, was she? And by the time you figure it out, she's already dating a guy named Chad who wears sunglasses indoors and calls himself an entrepreneur. Yeah, we've all been there. See, here's the cold truth. Most guys couldn't spot a woman showing interest if she wrapped it in a gift box, slapped a neon sign on it, and hired a marching band to play "You're the One That I Want." But it's not your fault. We guys are trained to look for signs like, she said she liked my shirt. Meanwhile, she was over there playing 4D chess, dropping hints like Hansel and Gretel dropped breadcrumbs. And you? You were busy wondering if your breath still smelled like that tuna sandwich from lunch. So today, we're diving deep into a topic that's been confusing men since the dawn of time. How a woman tells you she wants you without actually saying it. And trust me, 99% of guys miss these signs. But you, not after this video. Buckle up, this is gonna be fun. Chapter 1. The time I thought she just wanted the Wi-Fi password. Let me take you back to college. There was this girl, Emily. Blonde, glasses, always had a book in her hand. The kind of girl who looked like she could quote Shakespeare and roast you at the same time. One day, she sits next to me in the library. Now, keep in mind, this is a library with 482 empty seats. But she picks mine. I think, cool, she must like this table. Then she smiles. I smile back. She leans over and says, "You always sit here. I've noticed. You must like the light from this window." My brain. Wow, she's really observant. I do like this light. What I should have realized. She noticed me. She remembered where I sit. She initiated a conversation. She smiled. But nope. I smiled back and said the dumbest thing ever. Yeah, it's good lighting for reading. Smooth, right? Later, I found out she thought I wasn't interested. She moved on. Started dating a guy named Marcus who wore flip-flops in the winter. That's when I learned. When a woman is into you, it rarely looks like it does in the movies. There's no slow-motion run, no dramatic confessions. It's subtle. But if you know what to look for, it's everywhere. Let's break it down. Chapter 2. The 7 signals. She wants you, but won't say out loud. 1. She asks you random questions that have nothing to do with anything. Do you think cats are better than dogs? What's your favorite breakfast cereal? If you could teleport anywhere, where would you go? You think she's just quirky. Nah, bro. She's not auditioning for Jeopardy. She's trying to build a connection. She wants to know how your mind works. She's trying to spark a vibe. If she's asking you stuff that sounds random, chances are it's not random at all. 2. She finds reasons to be around you. Maybe she joins your group at the gym, or she randomly shows up at the coffee shop you always go to. You think, wow, what a coincidence. Coincidence? My guy, this is a full-on reconnaissance mission. Women don't accidentally show up places 3 times a week. If she's always around, she wants to be seen by you, talk to you, be near your energy. She's giving you access. That's big. 3. She laughs at your jokes, even the terrible ones. You say, why did the banana go to the doctor? Because it wasn't peeling well. She laughs. Like, genuinely. Either she has the sense of humor of a dad at a BBQ, or she likes you. Humor is emotional. If she's giving you that energy, even when your joke wouldn't make a toddler laugh, pay attention. 4. She mentions she's single without you asking. This one's a classic. You say, oh, you went to the movies? She says, yeah, I went alone. I don't even have anyone to go with right now. I've been single for a while. Bro, that wasn't a complaint. That was an invitation. That's her way of saying, hey, I'm available if someone, you, were curious. But most guys just say, oh, cool. Don't be that guy. 5. She touches you, casually but repeatedly. A hand on your arm when she laughs, a playful shove when you tease her, brushing lint off your shirt, even though there's no lint. These aren't accidents. When a woman is into you, she'll find subtle ways to close the space. If she's breaking the touch barrier, that's her way of testing the chemistry. But again, most guys ignore it, or worse, step away because they're nervous. 6. She remembers the weirdest details about you. You told her once, 2 months ago, that your favorite candy is blue Sour Patch Kids, and then one day she shows up with a pack. Thought you might want these. That's not just thoughtful, that's intentional. Women pay attention to the people they're interested in. If she remembers your favorite snack, your mum's dog's name, or that one time you said you hate Tuesdays, that means you've been on her mind. 7. Her eyes do the triangle thing. Okay, this one's subtle but powerful. When a woman is attracted to you, her eyes will glance from your eyes to your lips, then back to your eyes. It's fast. Sometimes just for a second, but it's instinctual. She's thinking about kissing you, even if she doesn't know it yet. So next time you're talking to a woman, watch her eyes. If they do that quick triangle glance, that's a green light. Chapter 3. Why most guys miss these signs and how to stop. Now you might be thinking, okay, cool, but why didn't I see these before? Simple. We're trained to wait for the obvious. We expect neon signs and grand gestures, but women speak in subtext, emotion, energy. They don't want to come out and say it because that puts them in a vulnerable spot. They want you to figure it out. So here's the trick. Stop looking for confirmation and start looking for clues. Treat it like a game. Not does she love me, but is she giving me the energy that invites me in? If the answer is yes, step in, take the lead. Match her energy. Chapter 4. The girl at the cafe who changed everything. Let me tell you a story that still haunts me, in a good way. Few years ago, I started going to this cafe every morning. Not because the coffee was great, it wasn't, but because the barista, Anna, had the kind of smile that made you forget what day it was. At first, I thought she was just friendly. She remembered my order, gave me an extra cookie once, said things like, "You always wear cool jackets." One day, I forgot my wallet. She gave me the coffee for free. I said, "I'll pay you back tomorrow." She smiled and said, "Just talk to me for a bit. That's payment enough." You'd think that was obvious. But guess what I did? I said, "Haha, sure," drank my coffee, and left. It wasn't until a week later that my friend, who also went there, said, "Dude, you know she likes you, right?" My jaw hit the floor, so I went back. This time I stayed. We talked for an hour. She asked about my life, my dreams, even my dumbest childhood memory. Long story short, we dated for a year, all because I finally saw the signs. Chapter 5. Final thoughts and the truth. Most guys need to hear. Here's the thing, man. If you wait for a woman to come out and say, "Hey, I want you," you're going to be waiting forever. Women show it. With curiosity, with proximity, with energy, with effort. Your job isn't to force it. Your job is to notice it. And once you do, lean in, match her vibe, take the lead. Because chances are, she's been waiting for you to do just that. So next time she laughs a little too hard at your joke, or remembers your favorite cereal, or accidentally ends up next to you again, don't just smile and nod. Smile and step forward. She already told you what you needed to know. You just have to see it.